Welcome back. So today we're looking at Tales from the Nine Worlds, The Art of Mythic Battles Ragnarok. Now I hadn't actually intended to produce a video for this, but to be honest with you, I've gone through it and I'm very much impressed. For me, it's less of an art book and more of a reference guide for the miniatures that are in the game. So if you've got this, it's very much worth having a good look through it. If you want to learn more about the units in the game, you could look it up on the internet and all that kind of stuff. But if you've got this book, you've got all the information right here. It's very much worth looking through it. So for me, the mythic battle games are a bit of a no-brainer for me. I'm a massive fan of various mythologies, particularly Greek and Egyptian, and a little bit Norse mythology, but much more so as we go through. As I'm playing this game more and more, starting to find out more about the units. And the best way for me to do it has certainly been to reference this book. So as we go through it, from the kind of contents, we get it, we got all the titans, the gods, all of the heroes, the monsters, the troops, the boars and the jarls. Now this has arranged all of the kind of units from the game. Here it's done by group and then alphabetically. It doesn't actually follow the book in the same way. So for example, it says Balder, page 24, Freya, page 12. So it kind of goes back and forth. But I have to say that the snippet of information available for each unit is very good. And perhaps we'll read one in a minute. But obviously we get the beautiful artwork, much of which is used for the dashboards in the game. Some of it used to kind of promote the game and all that kind of stuff. But it really is a beautiful book. Very nice quality. The paper's quite thin, but the print quality and the paper quality is really lovely. So you've got Freya and Gullinbursti. So Gullinbursti comes with Freya in the in his unit as a free pick, so it's nice to have those together. Obviously the same with Freya and Freya's cat. Freya, not to be mixed up with Freya. I'll never be able to determine the two apart. But yeah, very good. Let's read one of these actually. Tell you what, I very much like Fenrir. The birth of Fenrir, son of Angrboda and Loki, was a terrible omen, and he was kept in Asgard to be watched over by the gods. He grew so big and so strong that only Tyr had the courage to get close enough to feed him. As no shackles could contain him, the gods forged the most powerful magical bonds, Gleipnir, which took the form of a simple silk ribbon. They offered it as a gift, but Fenrir was suspicious and demanded that one of them put their hand in his mouth while the ribbon was placed upon him. Tyr accepted and paid for it with his hand. With a sword stuck through his jaws, he was chained to an island while waiting for Ragnarok, when he would open his mouth wide from the ground to the sky and swallow Odin whole. And again, Fenrir immediately linked with Tyr, and that's why they appear side by side in this book. So very cool. But it doesn't just have the units in the game as well. So let's see if we can get to something else. Beowulf and Grendel's Manor, that's cool. So the dwarves, and then Fafnir. Fafnir was a dwarf that got, I believe he was cursed and turned into a dragon. So yes, very nice stuff. Looks like all of the titans at the back. So Nidhogg is a monster in the game, but he is with the titans here, as is Ymir. Oh, actually interesting. The original Jotnar, giant, and in Mythic Battles Ragnarok, so he gets his own tale for the game. Yes, so we get artwork from the boards as well. So this is very good. So when we look at Naglfar, we're not just looking at the board with the big boat that's moored up and that kind of thing. We get the detail of exactly what it is, why it's important to Norse mythology. Same with Mimir as well. The raid on Hedeby, Vigrid, Valhall, and the Bifrost. The other very cool thing is that we get the art from the different Jarls that are in the game, and a little bit of information on each. So it's a very, very good it's a very, very good book. Very, very nicely kind of put together. Nice artwork, obviously. Well made, very good quality book, and obviously information available as well. Right, Garm or Yarm? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is that Garm or Yarm? I don't know why I think it could be Yarm. Just there, yeah, maybe another crazy translation by me, but yeah, he who guards the dead. So a little bit like Cerberus from Mythic Battles Pantheon or Greek mythology. The unrelenting guardians of the world of the dead include Modgud, a calm figure who guards its only entrance, and Garm, Nipperhella Cave. The Mutt performs the most sinister role, preventing souls from escaping limbo. When Ragnarok comes, he will break free from his chains and charge onto the battlefield, howling and frenzied, driven mad by eons of servitude. So loads of really cool information on all of the units. I haven't actually done a count up, but I'm pretty certain it does cover every single unit in the game. And that's really important, to be honest with you, because if we're looking for quick reference on every unit, we know that it's available here. And like I say, it's not massively important that you learn all about Sif. You know, Sif was an important person in Norse mythology. You don't need to know everything about Sif. You need to know enough about her specifically to get you to play the game. So it's got things there about her magical hair and things like that probably is going to come up in some of her powers maybe. But yeah, ultimately, this is a really, really nice addition to the game. Much, much better than I expected it to be. I didn't actually expect to read it at all. I thought it would just be something that would sit on the side. But this is going to massively help me as I'm going through kind of building narrative scenarios and that kind of thing for the game. And I thought I'd share that with you, and I'm glad I have. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Much appreciated. I've got lots and lots of Ragnarok content coming out over the next month or so. Starting with some how to play stuff. Now, if you're watching this and you are interested, how would you like me to do the how to play videos for Ragnarok? I can either split it up over a number of different videos so you can go straight to the bits you need to find out more information, or I can just smash it all into one great big video and put it out there. I have to admit, when I did my unboxing for the core game and the storage box, it was like an hour and 20 minute long video. It took far too long to edit and that kind of thing, and I think it's too much for people to take in one go. And I don't want the how to play video to turn into the same thing. You know, I'd like to round it out at 20 minutes or so. And so I think it'd be a good idea to kind of put it into little chunks. This is how you do the draft. This is how the combat works. This is how the powers work. These are the different talents. And that sort of thing. But tell me what you think, guys, because you know, I produce this for the people that watch it, and so if you've got any strong opinions on it, please let me know. Apologies for this brief edit. Sadly, between recording this video and uploading it, my father passed away, so there's going to be a brief break from the channel while I deal with all the things associated with that. There will be maybe 1 or 2 other uploads, again, things that have been pre-recorded prior to the death of my father, which I'll be releasing soon. But bear with me, there will be lots and lots of Mythic Battles content in the new year. But thank you so much for watching, much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff. Drop in a comment, let me know what you think about this book, and I will see you all later. Take care.